Well, I've just come up to our bit of woodland that we've got on the farm. It's only a tiny little piece of a bigger wood. We call it Jones's wood. And you can see here, you can see how wide it is. This is the boundary hedge on the left. And then if I pan round to the right, it goes as far as the boundary hedge on the right. And we've only got a small piece of this. So anyway, I've come up here, I've got to do a bit of fencing, so I've come up with a tractor and a few stakes. But I thought while I'm here, I'd have a little walk through the wood from one end to the other and just point out a few little interesting bits and pieces. Here we are then, this is the start of our little bit of woodland. And this is the style that me and Dad did up back in April 2011. And you can see on there, I scratched our names when we did it. There's a video of this actually on my YouTube channel. You can see us rebuilding the fence, the style actually. And if you look over behind here, that's the field in there where I filmed the fodder beet being harvested. And you can still see there's some left to do there. So they've gone around the middle, outside of the head of the field, but they've still got to do the middle bit of fodder beet. And also interesting on here, I always think is nice, is that you can't really see it very well now, it's not very clear, but someone scratched the date on there, 1939, when this was originally built. Anyway, we're going to walk on through our bit of woodland. It's quite nice now, very autumnal. It's December I think it's the 5th today, so we're into winter now. But there's quite a big layer of leaves on the ground. You can hear my feet going through them. And we're coming up here, there's a footpath going through. You can see here the footpaths, you can probably make out where I'm going. But you can see here, this is the boundary of the hedge on the left here. Because that belongs to Tortworth Estate over that fence line. And here's a post that's rotted off. In fact, I can probably pull it up. Yeah, completely rotted off. So I'm going to come up here in a minute with a new stake and replace that. But we'll carry on up walking through as it sort of rises up in front of me. Now, the other video you might see on YouTube is this is where there was a tree that came down earlier in the year, and a chap from the council came and cleared it. And if you look up there, you can just see the stumps which he sawed off. So that was there in February. That was where we were clearing the debris, and there's a sort of big void in the middle where the tree was. In fact, if I pan up, you can see quite an opening in the canopy there. Suddenly, where that tree was, there's nothing. So we came back earlier in the year with my two kids and my nephew, and we planted a few trees. So there's a young oak tree there which Robbie, my nephew, planted. There's another oak tree there which my son Jack planted. That was given to him when he was born, so 5 years ago. Unfortunately, it looks to me like a deer or something has nipped the top out of there. But I'm sure we can do something with that. And then my other little lad Harry planted this tree here. It's a beech. Again, looks like it's been nibbled a bit. Not too much of a problem. So 3 young boys planted 3 young trees to fill that void. But if we come through here, there's another oak tree here, a slightly bigger one, and that's what, 5 foot tall now. A bit of a story behind this. This one was planted by the parents of someone who tragically lost their son, and they came on a farm walk. The father came on the farm walk, and as I was chatting to him, he said, "Do you plant trees on the farm?" And I said, "Well, I can do. I haven't really thought about it." And then he explained to me how his son had gone diving one day. I think it was out in the Caribbean. And he didn't come back, and they never found him, never had a body to bury or grave to go to. And so he asked if he could plant this tree. And obviously I was quite moved actually. So we planted this tree in April this year for Alex. So that's Alex's oak tree. I'm tripping over the brambles as I walk backwards. So yes, that's a nice memorial to him, and I hope it does well here. Anyway, going on through now, you can see here the leaves on the hazel here. Going to a very nice colour. Look at that. Sort of yellowy colour. It'll probably come off quite easily in my hand, yes, because they're ready to drop. You still sort of see the veins in them. And we'll walk on down through. We haven't got much more of the wood. We don't own very much more. You can just see through there the field through there, and if you can see up through the other side there, that's as far as it goes. So not a wide area. And if we come up here, you can see evidence of quarrying in the side, because it's very rocky up here. And that there is remains of a quarry. And there's a bigger hole up the other side. At some point someone was quarrying rock up here. Come back down onto the footpath. And this is very nice through here because there is quite a covering of leaves. If I put the camera down, you can see there. In fact, I think these are field maple leaves. I just picked one up. That's a maple leaf. And there's the maple tree up there. You can just see the sort of leaves there. Nice coloured. So we're coming on through the last bit of the footpath. And here we are. This is the style on the other side of the hedge line. And you can see there the hedge line, not much left of it now. And this is a big stone style, big slab. If I stand back, you could get a better view of it. On the left is still the remains of the support. On the right, it's all crumbled down, and you can see just piles of rocks. That should be really all put back, cemented up like a pillar to support this big slab here. Of course, it's fallen down, and everyone's just going through the side of the stile rather than actually climbing over it. So hopefully at some point I'm going to come back and I'm going to rebuild that style the same as we did the other side, because it'd be a shame to let that degrade to nothing, because it's probably very ancient. But anyway, while I'm up here, I've also spotted there's another stake down, and you can see in the fence line there it's rotted off. That's our boundary up there. So I need to get more stakes and sort this out. So see that stone, I just booted that in. All the masonry's coming off there. A bit sad really. I'm going to definitely rebuild that at some point. Anyway, I'm going to go back into the tractor now and start getting some stakes and redo the boundary. So I'll have a little wander back through to the tractor.